Hello? Hello? What is this? What is this? I hear voices. I hear voices speaking to me. And I see moving pictures. What? They're telling me, the voices are telling me I must host. I'm frightened. I see things I do not see. What is this? They're telling me I must host. We're here. I'm here in this new world. This is fascinating. My God, this is fascinating. Who am I? Who am I? Well, that is a story to tell. I am Andronicus, the Acceleratum, and I am from Gondor. And I have journeyed far, and oh boy, I do regret it. I do not know where I am. But we are here, and the voices are telling me we must raise coin. Lots of coin for the children. Children need saving. They're important. They're important in my world, and perhaps in this world as well. So, this is fantastic. I've never seen anything like this. Oh, this is too much. It seems there are games to be played. Many games have been played here. They're telling me, the voices, they are telling me a lot. Many games are to be played, and many coin is to be raised. If you have any extra caster, throw it in the purse, and we'll raise the money. Yes, raise the money for the children. That is what we are going for. Yes. What? What? You don't have caster here. Oh. In this world, it's only dollars. What? Dollars? Dolls? You pay with dolls here? What? My world is caster as a currency. But I digress. They're telling me the games are beginning right now. Right now, Puss in Boots appears to be the game, and the runner is MrOtter8. I know that name. It's very familiar. I feel like I've seen his face many times. We are about to start. Good luck in the game. And please consider donating dollars to save the children. I believe we are starting very soon. There. And please consider donating to children. I believe we are starting very soon. They are telling me probably starting very soon, so enjoy.
Thank you, Andronicus. Was that what it was? Hey guys, I'm MrOtter8. I'm going to be playing Puss in Boots for you today. This is a fantastic game that not enough people have played, so I wanted to show it off. So this is Puss in Boots, Perrow's Great Adventure. Most people know Puss in Boots from Shrek, but this was made in 1990. Apparently Puss in Boots goes way back, some sort of French fairy tale thing. And Puss in Boots' name is Perrow, so we're going to go on a great adventure with Perrow. So let's get it started. Alright, I'm going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so we start out in the Wild Wild West, as all great adventures should. Even though Perrow is like a musketeer or something, his main weapon is going to be a gun, like all great musketeers. And you'll notice right away that I'm hopping everywhere. The walk speed in this game is atrocious, but when you jump, you can go much faster. So we're going to be jumping pretty much constantly through every level that allows jumping. And you see I'm pretty much just firing all the time. The enemies are somewhat random. They'll kind of always spawn at given places, but will do different patterns, and you face tank a lot of stuff. So that was, whoops, I didn't make it through. That was the Wild West. There are quite a few places where it's easy to die, so I gotta be a little bit careful. But for the most part, this entire game is a lot of holding right and shooting. There are going to be quite a few of these vehicle levels, and so we just went from the Wild West to the Great Ocean that's apparently in the Wild West. It's kind of best if you don't ask questions. And so now I have a little boat with a cannon attached. You see sharks coming after me. Again, I'm not going to worry too much about damage because I just want to keep going fast, but I'm going to try and kill as much stuff as I can just to make sure it's not a big deal. So the point of this game is never really explained, but we're trying to get to the Statue of Liberty for some reason. And yeah, so so we started in the Wild West and we went to the ocean. I assume I'm in the Pacific Ocean, which doesn't seem like the most direct route to get to New York, but it works. With all these vehicle levels, I'm pretty much just going to be mashing, so I apologize if you can hear my controller coming through, because I'm just kind of making sure I shoot as fast as possible, especially getting through those little barrier parts. You really don't want to get hung up, but it happens sometimes, and sometimes I get a fish spawn there. I did not, so that's nice, I don't have to worry about it. And now we're going to be facing the boss. We get out of our submarine, and as you might expect, fight a giant mechanized frog. I didn't explain, I've got a few weapons here. Oh, and so this boss is all RNG when he opens up his mouth. And this is some pretty bad RNG. This is really bad RNG, actually. Okay, not the end of the world. But I do have 3 weapons. I got my regular gun, some bombs, and then that boomerang. And that's the only time I use the boomerang. It happens to be just kind of perfect for that boss, but pretty worthless besides that. Now I'm in Arabia. Went from the Wild West to the ocean to Arabia, and I have a car for some reason. And the car also moves much faster when jumping, as most cars do. That's pretty normal, I think. And so, the bats are going to be an issue here. I'm fine on health, though, and so I just got to keep jumping as fast as possible and move through. After Arabia, I get to this airport, and actually in the game they call it space. So we are now flying through space. And the cool thing about space is in the bottom left corner of space, you'll never get hit. So this is the time when I relax, hang out, grab a beverage of your choice, watch the game go by. This also has some really annoying music that I found to be almost exactly the same frequency as when your phone is like vibrating on the other side of the room. Every time I play the stage, I think my phone is vibrating. And you gotta get the points. I mean, what speedrun is worth anything if you're not trying to maximize your points, so I kind of have fun and shoot the lightning bolts and the bats and whatnot. You might have noticed I'm often mashing shots, but usually you can only have one. If you're just Pero not in a vehicle, you can have 2 shots on screen, but it's not a whole lot, but as soon as you hit something you can shoot again. So sometimes I'm trying to mash even though it's coming out real slow. I'm just trying to get them off as quick as possible. Alright, and that was Arabia. Now we are on to the hardest level, London. These little Royal Guard cat things, I'm not sure, maybe they're dogs, they come at you from behind like that, and so it's a little tough. This first area isn't too bad, but you just don't want to lose a bunch of time doing those shots behind you. But then down here in the sewers, it gets a little deadly. So these crazy little vine things do ridiculous damage, and their hitboxes make no sense. And so you might see at times my health just kind of drop, where you can't really tell that I got hit. It's a lot of fun. These spikes as well can do some crazy damage, so you gotta be a little bit careful. Yeah, see there, I just took some random damage. I'm not even sure what that was from. The boss here can kill you very easily, and you just kind of want to take damage through him. So, I hopefully it'll be okay, but if I take a death here, it's not a big deal. Alright, I'm gonna swap to the bombs, and then try and mash through and hope that I can kill him. Not happening. The hope is that I can kill him before he kills me, but I was a little low on health coming in. So, not a big deal. That's kind of to be expected. I pretty much just count on taking a death in London. Most of the time. Alright, now we are getting in a hot air balloon. This is so this one and the boat and the plane are all basically auto-scrollers, but you can do little things to just kind of make sure that you're going as fast as possible. If you're always holding right, they're essentially auto-scrollers, but you can slow down. So you got to be a little bit careful. And the big thing here is just making sure that that guy that just passed me doesn't hit you. And to do that, you got to stay a little bit low on the screen. But if you get too low at all, you will stop. And so you got to be a little bit careful. And then these lightning bolts, I just kind of plan on face taking through. Again, they're semi-random, so they pretty much always appear at the same places, but they can have slightly different patterns. And so usually they don't kill you, but every now and again you'll get just really bad luck. Alright, and we have made it to New York. Now, New York is a little puzzle. There's all these different rooms. Obviously, I know where I'm going, so it's not a big deal. But this is going to be the end of the game. The final boss here is entirely RNG and can really destroy your day. So don't be surprised if I die there. But we'll see how it goes. There is a little mini-boss coming up here as well. Oh, in these vertical scrolling sections, you can't move until the screen scrolls. So right here, I'm going to get hit a couple times, which is not nice. But it's kind of the only way to make it through there, because you gotta wait for the screen to scroll. I'm gonna switch to my bombs for this giant snake. There is a giant snake that lives in the Statue of Liberty. Might not have known that. History lesson. Okay, I'm so low on health, I'm gonna die on purpose here. To just make sure I have full health going into the final boss. You gotta do a little hop so that you are not on the same plan as them. And then get in this corner, and this is where it's RNG. If they trap me in this corner, I am done for. I might survive here, we'll see. Ooh, ooh. Oh, if he touches me, yeah. Okay, so he was one hit away. Unfortunately, contact damage is an instant death. So, I actually had a pretty good fight, but if he traps me under there, then I'm just in trouble. And this is, of course, the final boss of this game you would expect, a wolf and a clown, and you can only hit the wolf at first, and then there it is, and that is time. I am sitting at the top of the Statue of Liberty and have completed my great adventure. Yeah, there's a lot of questions to be had here, but yeah, then there's a lot going on in that game. It's a lot of fun. I recommend everybody should play it at some point. It's kind of tough casually, but the speedrun is not bad. It's just that final boss, and now we get to hang out at the top of the Statue of Liberty. What a great adventure! Thank you everybody for coming along with me. Thanks to all the folks putting the marathon together. It's been awesome. Been watching all weekend. Mannix, Colt, Waldo, Andre, thank you for hosting. A lot of great people behind the scenes. Thanks for having me.